everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Queens of Ponderosa, where we outfit, outgay, outslay every single week for our Survivor fans. Today we have some extra Survivor fans on set. We have Tony sitting with Taylor.
He's on the throne today.
He is on the throne today. And then Maya's just chilling. Literally her paw on top of your foot right now.
I know. I'm just like the dog whisperer today. What's going on?
What is going on?
Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking about one of our tribes. It's the Vatu Tribe. Mm-hmm. They are a pinkish, purplish red. Because I've seen some pictures of it like be purple. But then I've seen it look reddish pink. I'm like, what is this tribe's color?
I'm pretty sure from the vote they did. Because remember we got to vote on the tribe colors? Am I hallucinating that it was...
I can't even remember what we voted
I thought it
on
was...
at this point.
Was it purple, orange, and green? Is that what it was?
I don't know. I literally cannot even remember.
We probably can look it up.
Yeah, I'm sure we could look it up. But it's like a fuchsia-ish color. It's just funny because the buffs are kind of like
it
purpley.
Does. Yeah, let's see. Okay.
Do not bite my book.
Survivor 50 fan vote. Okay, let me see what actually ended up winning. It was... So yeah, we've got like a light teal aquamarine green. We have an orange, and then, like a fuchsia pink. And then the merged tribe is yellow.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Like a yellow merge?
Yes. It's
what?
It's the same color combination as Second Chance, except just flipped, where the orange buff was the merged tribe buff, and the yellow tribe was the third tribe.
I love a fuchsia buff. I think that's really exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting.
I think it's super exciting. I'm just trying to get this situated.
No, you're totally
Tony's
fine.
out of the way. Okay.
As Alysha said, we are talking about the first of 3 tribes for season 50. We're doing a pre-season analysis of sorts. We'll kind of recap where each player is at going into the game, reflect on maybe how they played in the past, what we think their gameplay is going to be like today, talk about some of their responses to the pregame press, like interviews that were done by like Mike Bloom, analyses by like Rob Has a Podcast. And we're really excited because we were just saying off camera that we feel like this tribe that we're starting with is the like tribe that is by far and away the craziest overall. Just a lot of huge personalities.
Big personalities. Imagine if this tribe had Colby and Coach switched.
Oh my god.
It would be the most insane tribe ever.
Yeah.
So just so you know, on this tribe, we have Colby, we have Steph, we have Aubry, Angelina, Q, Kyle, Genevieve, and Rizo.
Yes. It's a very interesting breakdown because we have 2 of the oldest players, oldest in terms of when they first played, and I guess oldest in terms of age too. Mm-hmm. And then we have a ton of fresh blood from the new era. And then you have like Aubry and Angelina, who are technically now like middle Survivor because we're at season 50, right?
But they were also like later. They're weird because they're not like old school.
Yeah, but they're definitely not.
But they're not new
school either. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like they're not gonna ride so hard with Colby and Steph, who are way old school.
Yeah.
Anyway, one thing I love about returning seasons is just all of the relationships that are at play.
Yes.
And the dynamics that come with that.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of fascinating, I think, dynamics that are going to happen with this tribe.
Definitely.
So, yeah, we're going to break down just like their preseason press, how we think all of their relationships and dynamics in previous seasons are going to play into this tribe. Who should we start with?
I think we should start with Colby.
Let's start with Colby.
Start with, the original Survivor golden boy.
Yes.
Who's back for a 4th attempt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Colby Donaldson originally debuted in season 2, Survivor Australian Outback.
Wild.
And got 2nd place. Colby made a huge impact his first time around. Set the record that has still only ever been tied for most individual immunity wins by a man with 5. He also very infamously made what many people consider the first truly dumb move in Survivor history by winning the final immunity challenge, choosing to take Tina and losing when if he would have taken Keith, he would have won almost unanimously.
Yeah, landslide.
Colby then returns on All Stars season 8 and goes out pretty early. I believe he goes out in 12th. So he doesn't really get a chance to make a super big impact.
Yeah.
On the first All-Star season, it kind of just the way the cards fell was the bigger name you were, the sooner you went out, unless your name was Rupert, and then you stayed in. So Colby was a casualty of all of the early winners and big names leaving. Colby then takes a pretty big hiatus and returns for Heroes vs. Villains season 20. Where
as a hero.
Yes, as a hero, gets 5th and is the last hero standing. But I think it's the first time we see to me, the first time we really see the difference in the way that like old school Survivor players play versus like newer players play is on Heroes versus Villains, because people like Colby and Rupert are so far behind strategically compared to some of these other players. And so even though Colby makes it really deep in the game, we kind of see him after, the infamous double idol play by Parv that gives the villains the advantage. He's just there.
Yeah.
Like no strategic bone in his body. The very famous like Amanda Kimmel, Daniel DiLorenzo fight on the reward when they're watching Treasure Island, and Amanda's like going for the idol and they're fighting.
Oh my gosh.
And Colby's just laying there on the bed and Amanda's like giving Colby the eyes like, "Can you help me?"
Yeah, hello.
And then he's just like, "Give it back to her." Because he just does not care.
He's just like, I'm over it.
Just does not care at all. So then we have not seen, he's just like going to town.
He is like trying to eat his balls right now.
Girl, we're filming a podcast. Can you chill? Can you chill out, please? Yeah.
Just be quiet. Okay. Enough policking. We're talking about Colby, okay?
And then, yes, he returns for the 4th time. Huge gap, like 15 years.
Long gap.
The only gap that is bigger is Jenna Lewis, who we will talk about later. So that's Colby in a nutshell. Physical powerhouse. I should say, maybe not so much nowadays, but at the time, one of the most beloved players to play. Returned like every reunion, hosted his own reality show as a result of his Survivor fame. There was a significant increase in the frequency of the baby name Colby for boys after he played. So like
he's just an icon.
I think among like hardcore fans, I don't necessarily know if people are like clamoring for him the same way they are for other people, but casuals, which is not said like in a bad way, just like casual viewers that watch Survivor fell off and maybe are coming back to it. I really think that Colby's going to be like a pretty interesting draw.
I think he is too. And at first I'm like, really, Colby? Like, we need Colby again? There's so many other people like that I would want to see come back. Yeah. As opposed to like Ozzy and Colby and
like people we've seen
Suri.
so
like
many
I
times.
love Suri and I'm happy she's here. But Colby, I'm just like, come on. But I think he proved me wrong in his preseason interview. Yeah. Because I'm like, there's been such a big gap. Like, how in it is he really? Yeah. And Colby has been doing his homework. He's been doing his homework, watching some of the new seasons. Yeah. And he's coming in with more fire than I thought he would have.
Yeah. I was kind of pleasantly surprised too, where I felt the same of like, am I ready to watch Colby just get like played super hard again? Yeah. Now, granted, he has done his homework. I still
a little bit.
I still think that he will have circles run around him strategically.
I mean, on his tribe with like Rizo and Angelina, and it's like, Q is gonna be wild and doing his thing, and Genevieve.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he navigates some of these strategic minds. With all that being said, of Colby strategically being behind his tribe mates, having a really long gap with playing, I would not be surprised if Colby makes it really deep.
Yeah, I think so too. Just because He's a good little shield to have in a way.
Yes, like the physical threat shield that's always kind of like there for, see, like, oh, should we get him this time?
He's very loyal.
Yes.
I think he's just like a loyal to the soil Texas guy.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever seen Colby backstab anybody except for Jerry.
Yeah.
The very first time.
And that began their entire relationship.
And can I say, since I just brought up Jerry, the fact that when they asked the players,
how dare you?
Like, who's not here and should be? Colby said Jerry. I was like, oh my gosh,
that's
like,
so
why
true.
is she
He was
not
like,
there?
Yeah, he was like, I feel like
yes,
she should be
they
here.
always play.
Hello.
Colby and Jerry, obviously the relationship dynamics are different, but just like Sarah and Tony played together every time, Colby and Jerry were the OGs that played together every time.
They were the OG
We
duo.
need Jerry on the show. I'm so sad she's not there.
I know. I'm curious what she thinks about all of it. She hasn't said anything.
I believe that she
I
said
haven't
something
watched.
like, I vaguely remember on Twitter she posted something about like the season 50 casting.
Yeah.
Because like, maybe I'm conflating things, but I swear I saw something where like Abby Maria posted about like being in the process and getting cut. And I feel like Jerry and Cass both talked about that too. But I'd have to go and find that receipt. But anyway.
It's a crime.
Yes. Colby's loyal to a fault. Continue.
Anyway, so I feel like he is going to be a valuable ally. It's like, will Kyle latch himself to Colby just like he did with Joe?
True.
Where he's just like I'll stick with you guy.
Yes.
He's kind of a shield.
Yeah.
Him and Steph are going to be in lockstep with one another.
They're going to be working together super tight.
They're going to be working together so tight. Apparently there's this thing going on with him and Angelina that they're just like, no, we're not working together.
Yeah.
Like Angelina said that Colby had said some things before, like pre-gaming and people saying that she's not trustworthy, and him just being like, okay, like, anyway, I don't know what's going on with them, but they're definitely not working together.
Oh, not at all.
But I could see Genevieve like trying to wiggle her way in, or Kyle, or Q. No, I think Q said he doesn't want to work with him. I have to look at my notes because I loved the game that Mike Bloom did in the pre-game interviews where it's like friend or foe.
Yes.
We're gonna go through the whole list. Are they friend or are they foe to you?
Yeah.
My first question, though, for you, if you were on season 50, is Colby a friend or a foe to you?
Colby is a friend to me.
Same.
Mostly because I do not think, and maybe this would be my downfall and like my blind spot. I think Colby is a friend because he's super loyal, and I would not expect Colby to be the one to do something crazy to take me out.
Yeah.
It would be someone else that maybe like they pull him in on it, but Colby is not going to be the one that turns around and does the new era thing of like, okay, now I have to vote out my number one.
Yeah, now I'm
ally.
going to flip on my number one. He just won't do that.
Yeah.
He's predictable.
Yes.
I would say he's a friend too.
Yeah.
Like he's someone that you just want to be in good graces with and be friendly, and you don't have to worry about him turning on you.
Yep.
And if he were to ever turn on you, you could just ask him, be like, Colby, be straight up. Are you writing my name down tonight?
Yeah.
And he'd be like,
you pull a Savannah
yes.
where it's like, okay, who are you voting out tonight? And Christina goes, yeah.
I loved that moment.
Yeah,
oh
crazy.
my gosh, so crazy. Okay, but in the notes, let's see here.
Yes, who are Colby's friends and foes?
So I kind of just wrote down the notes on the people that he's in the tribe with.
Okay.
So Steph, he's like friend.
Oh, yeah.
Like we're going to be so tight. We're like this.
I think that is potentially, besides Savannah and Rizzo, I think the strongest pregame alliance going into 50.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know how much they've stayed friends like after Heroes versus Villains, but they were aligned like crazy in Heroes versus Villains, and I would not be surprised. They obviously are aligned again.
They're a tight duo.
So I think that's a really, really tight, like maybe also like Angelina and Mike White probably have like a pretty tight pregame alliance too. But this Colby and Steph are definitely super tight. And I think that will make them a bit of a target.
I do too. I think it'll make him a bit of a target, but I also feel like people won't view them as strategic. And this is a very strategic cast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we get to Steph, but especially Steph being like, I haven't watched the show at all.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Her and Sari, though, could be a good duo because they were on Traders together.
Yeah. And Snake in the Grass.
And Snake in the Grass. But Colby, I think also needs Steph. I think he needs Steph, and it's good that he has her on this tribe, because otherwise I think he would be completely lost.
Yeah.
I think he would be lost.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like we're torturing him. Tony, Colby, friend or foe?
For some people, this is what Josh is like when I'm telling Survivor trivia to him. He's like, babe,
Tony,
I don't care who got 13th place on season 32. Okay?
Like, you don't?
Fun fact, do you know who got 13th place on season 32?
No.
I think it was
13?
I think it was Anna Kate.
Girl, how?
Is that right?
Don't ask me.
13th. No, I think it was the person after Anna Kate. I think it was Peter.
You're incredible.
Because then Neil gets medevaced at the merge.
Watch you just totally, like, BSing me right now because I don't know it. And you're just like, wait, actually it was Brian.
Sure,
and I could be like, oh, you're so...
In Co-Wrong, did they merge at 12 or 11? I guess it doesn't matter. I think they merged at 11. Oh, God. See, I might be wrong. Maybe it was Anna. Maybe Anna did get 13th.
You know, I'm rewatching right now for literally no reason. I don't know why.
What?
Millennials versus Gen X.
Oh,
why?
love.
I love that season.
Yeah.
But I'm like, who's coming on to 50 from this season? No one.
No one.
So why am I watching this right now? Quick tangent. I want to rewatch Chrissy's season.
Okay, yeah. I rewatched that season really recently with Josh.
Because everyone is so high on her for this. Like, speaking of the friend or foe game, everyone's like, friend. There's some people that are like clocking Chrissy.
Yeah.
But I think everyone wants to work with her.
Yeah.
Anyway, but she's not on this tribe.
Yeah.
She's not on this
We
tribe.
can talk about her later.
Okay. He said Sari will be a friend. He's stoked about Ozzy and wants like a bromance, and he's never worked with him but wants to. He said Aubry friend.
Okay.
But he didn't talk a lot about Aubry. He was just like friend, but like a friend to watch out for, but a friend.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. Angelina, I wrote down the quote. Foe all the way. I don't trust her. Gotta get rid of her early.
Wow. I think Colby has turned from friend to foe to me based on that statement.
Like that. Oh,
Nobody comes for Angelina.
I did rewatch David versus Goliath recently too, just to, because there's 3 of them on this season. And Christian's like one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
And I love Mike as well, and Angelina. And I just forgot how incredible Angelina is.
Like the greatest TV ever, because she's so serious.
Oh.
Everything that she does and says is completely earnest.
Yeah. And it's
like, it's crazy.
It's crazy. Very, very earnest, but also ludicrous at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And she is dead serious about all of it. Like, she's so funny. And we'll talk about her in a minute. But Colby does not want to work with her because she is kind of conniving and sneaky a little bit. And she lives for the drama. She just does. She lives for the drama. And Colby wants predictability. He wants like stability in alliance, that you're not going to like do something crazy.
Yeah.
And he just wants it to be straightforward. And Angelina is anything but that.
Yeah.
She's not that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I could ever see them working together, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But maybe when they realize they're on the same tribe, they might need each other.
Oh, that's true. I guess in these interviews, they probably didn't know which tribes they
don't
were
know.
on yet.
They have no idea.
That's wild.
Because Colby also, if you remember this in his preseason interview, he was like, Mike, I'm prepared for every situation. Like, pretend you're Jeff and that I have to do a schoolyard pick. Okay, ask me. And Mike's like, okay, who would you pick? And Colby's like, no, ask like Jeff. He's like, okay. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was so funny. And he was just like, I'm prepared for this. The first person he's picking in the schoolyard pick, Kyle. And he was like, you want to know why? Because no one would suspect it. And they'd be like, why did he just pick Kyle of all of the people?
Yeah.
But Kyle is on his tribe.
Yeah.
And I think this is good for both Colby and Kyle. Because the other 2 tribes, in terms of strength, have Jonathan on a tribe who is not even human.
Yeah.
And Joe, who's incredibly strong.
Yeah.
And so who really, really is the strength? Because back in his heyday in season 2, that's when he held the record for 5 wins.
Yeah.
And it has never been able to top that, and no one has.
Yeah.
But it's like, is he too old at this point? What do you think?
I don't know. I think that Survivor challenges have changed quite a bit since he earned that record. Because I actually feel like the physical threat archetype is no longer the big threat that they are in immunity challenges that they used to be.
Yeah.
Because immunity challenges so often now are about things like balance and endurance instead of just like strength. And I'm not saying that Colby doesn't have those things, but like
yeah.
the people that dominate challenges now are people that can do like a little bit of everything really well. So that's why I think Ozzy will still continue to do well in the challenges. I don't know if I could say the same about Colby.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
Yeah. I don't think he will either.
And he's just so much older. I mean, he still looks amazing.
Oh yeah. Hello, sir.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I think this is good for both him and Kyle in the early game.
Yeah.
If they lose, because against Joe and Jonathan, and it's like I think that's the core strength, but like Dee is incredible in challenges. Ozzy is incredible in challenges. Savannah. It's like there are so many other people that just like carry so much. So I think in this tribe competing against them, they're going to need each other a little bit more. So I think this is good for Kyle, especially him having a bigger target than Colby.
Yeah.
But good for Colby too.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how he'll perform physically.
Me too.
Okay. He said he has a crush on Jonathan.
Big surprise.
Which I loved him saying that. That's great. And he said, but that goes without saying, he's built like a comic book hero. So cute.
Yeah.
Okay. He said Q is a foe all of the way. He has pre-gamed way too hard.
Oh, yeah.
Just by like DMing people like happy birthday or I saw you at this event.
Steph talked about that too.
Yeah, because didn't he DM her happy birthday, Q?
Yeah. And she was like, what?
And she just like didn't respond.
Yeah.
And he's like, I freaking love Q.
Oh,
we'll talk about him in a little bit. But Colby had some pretty strong words about Q because he said he has the worst energy out of everyone on Ponderosa right now. Isn't that interesting?
I mean,
he said he has the worst energy out of everyone on this beach.
With respect, I don't necessarily think I'm surprised by that because I felt like Q's attitude and energy were really off on 46 too.
Yeah.
Like not in like a like bad way, but I'm like he like had that thing where he was like, okay, whatever, just vote me out. Just quit. Do you know that meme? Whatever, just vote. I know I'm gonna be out, so just vote.
No. Who was it?
Oh, that's from like an internet video.
Oh, I was like, what?
I can teach you that one later.
Okay,
but
teach me the ways.
Yeah.
Teach me the ways, the meme ways.
Q. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that Colby said that because I would agree that I think Q has weird energy.
He has different energy.
Yeah,
he's trying to be pretty chill though, and like laid back.
Yeah.
And no one else really spoke that strongly about Q.
Yeah.
And so I just think it's interesting, like, what is it about Q that Colby is so like against? I don't know. But he did okay. Let's see. Oh, okay, next is Genevieve. He said he's terrified of Genevieve.
Yeah.
But wants to be her ally.
Yeah.
And this is good.
And that's a good attitude to have because I'd be scared of her too.
Yeah, I would be scared of her too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still mulling over winner picks, but Genevieve is really high up there for me.
A Genevieve win would be...
Wouldn't it be amazing?
So amazing.
It would be amazing.
It would be so good.
Amazing. Okay, and then Kyle, obviously he said he wants to keep him really close, have like a new era ally.
Yeah.
And because he's like gonna have a big target on him, he wants to kind of like be his friend and be that close ally for him. So that's kind of the takes on the people that he will end up with on the same beach.
Yep.
Who knows?
Yeah.
What is going to happen? Maybe he and Angelina are going to become best friends.
Yeah, who knows? It seems like there could be a Kyle, Steph, Colby trio blossoming.
I could see that.
There's other dynamics in the tribe that we'll get into. But yeah, I think overall, Colby has, in a weird way, like a lot to prove to kind of like justify that he can like run with the new kids. Do I expect him to do anything out of the ordinary or super exciting? No.
No.
But I'm open.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think he'll go deep but won't win. And I think he'll go deep because I just don't think he will be that threatening long term, which is crazy to say.
Yeah.
But I just don't see it.
I don't see it either.
We'll see. But so happy to have you, Mr.
So happy to have you.
Mr. Donaldson.
And I hope we see new things from him. I hope we see some different things. Yeah. And like something I love about watching players that have something to prove is that they will like leave it all out on the field, you know? And I hope that he does that. I hope he doesn't hold back. I hope he just unleashes everything that he has left because he's never going to play again.
Yeah.
And I hope that he does something a little bit different, something that we wouldn't expect from Colby. I think would be really, really fun.
For sure.
So, who knows? We'll see.
Who knows?
Next on the tribe, who do you want to talk about?
Let's
Steph?
just go in order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
you want to talk about Genevieve?
In the order in my notes?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, well, we skipped Angelina because I took notes on Angelina first.
Okay, perfect.
Because I took notes in alphabetical order in the tribe.
Okay, perfect. Then let's go back to
Angelina. Take it away. I know she's one of your favorites.
The winner of Survivor 50 in the hands of the fans is Angelina Keeley. Yeah, Alysha and I have talked about this several times on this podcast already. Of all the people that had only played Survivor once and I wanted to see play again, I really do think Angelina was like at the top of that list. I'm so excited to see her play again. I feel like she's also someone that has a lot to prove because the first time she kind of got a bit of like a clown at it. But that's not to say that she didn't have like some strategic acumen. I just think that she was like socially unaware a bit and was like earnest and also like extremely fake at the same time. Like
I know.
So earnest in like all the actions she took, but then she like for example, if you're rewatching David versus Goliath, we're looking at the Elizabeth vote where like right before tribal, she pulls Elizabeth aside and is like, I'm so sorry. I just want to let you know that they're voting for you. And it is so transparently jury management. And then when Elizabeth calls her out on it, she's like, oh my God, no, I swear that it like wasn't that. Like now she's trying to weaponize it. Like, yeah, it was.
You got
like,
caught.
100%.
Yeah.
And obviously everybody would deny it in that moment. But like, why did you even do it in the first place?
Yeah, Angelina.
Like, anyway. Anyway.
I think what it is in her first season, because a lot of time has passed.
Yes.
And she's a new woman. She's gone through a lot, which we'll talk about. She's become a mom.
Yes, 2 daughters.
She is a business owner.
Yes.
You know,
she's a negotiator.
She's a negotiator. That has not changed.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's evolved as a person. And I think something that she may have learned after that season, David versus Goliath, is that she's not as aware, like self-aware as she thought.
Most definitely not.
And the girl's got a bit of an ego, and I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think it's fierce.
I love watching a woman with an ego play.
For sure.
It's so entertaining and so much fun. But I think she thought that she was so much smarter and sneakier than she was in the game.
Yes.
And maybe just like underestimated her allies a little bit and overestimated how she was playing.
Yeah, for sure.
And because she did have some great ideas and great play, and she had a good pulse on the game and what's going on.
Yeah.
And she was on the bottom early on. Like, people were like, let's freaking get rid of Angelina. She's so annoying.
Yeah.
She went all the way to the end.
Yeah, I was going to say, she made it to the final 3, 3rd place on her season, was pretty obviously a GOAT. Like, I think everybody was fine going to the end with her because they knew that they would win against her.
Yeah, Nick took her to the end and put Mike and Kara in fire.
Yes, he did.
So he's like, I'll take you, Angelina.
Yes.
Please.
I think that Angelina will have hopefully gained a lot of self-awareness going into this season to kind of change the way that she is approaching these like situations that she'll find herself in. We already mentioned earlier that David vs. Goliath has 3 representatives on this season. So I would not be surprised if there's like a season 37 pregame alliance going on. Do I expect it to hold super tightly? I think all 3 of those players, Christian, Mike, and Angelina, will cut the others when they no longer serve them. And I don't think any of them would actually like get mad about it. No. But I just feel like they're working together until it's detrimental, and then they're going to be like, okay, bye.
Okay, see ya. Yeah.
So yeah, Alysha already mentioned there's some pretty heavy anti-Angelina sentiment coming from Colby, and she has reciprocated that anti-Colby sentiment. And I weirdly think that Angelina will probably have a bit of a target on her in general going into the game, simply because I feel like a lot of people expect her to play a lot more differently than the first time she did. Like, we just talked about Colby being predictable. I feel like people are going to think the opposite, that like Angelina is not predictable.
Yeah.
She, has had all this time to kind of think and scheme and like.
She's so sneaky.
Yeah. Like,
and she's so this.
Yeah. I just feel like Angelina, I mean, it's season 50. Everybody's going to have some kind of target because it's just like a crazy cast overall. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's more of a target on Angelina than just from Colby.
Yeah. I would say so too.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are going to have their eye on her.
Yes.
And they're just kind of like, we don't know what to do with her. Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
In this interview, speaking of being the queen of negotiation, she spoke up for everyone, I think, when she was like, the prize money needs to be more.
Yeah.
And she began negotiating already with Jeff. She was like, this should be at least, what, $3 million?
Yeah.
$5 million?
Yeah.
And she's like, it's going to take a lot for me to betray Mike White, who's one of my best friends of all time.
Yeah.
So, like, if you want to see compelling, interesting television, let's up the price. I'm like, she is so funny.
She is.
So it's like, is she actually going to play that different?
Yeah.
No. She's
No.
like already being just herself, which is exactly what we want.
Yes.
Exactly what we wanted.
I want to see Angelina fully realized so badly.
Oh, so
I've been looking
desperately.
forward to this moment for so long, and I can't wait.
I cannot wait. One of my favorite things about Angelina too, as a person in general, is that she is not afraid to laugh at herself.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to be that way when you are someone that's gonna take a lot of heat from people, and she's just willing to like laugh and move on.
Yeah.
And I find that so just like admirable and endearing too.
Definitely.
Is she gonna find an idol?
She wanted to really, really badly the first time that she played.
And she did.
She did. I think that she was so excited to find one that the excitement kind of like took over her, because she ends up doing that kind of like really boneheaded move to hide a fake idol for like really no reason and kind of just like embarrass Allison.
Yeah.
Do we think she's going to find an idol? I think anybody is capable of finding idols, even Suri. I don't know, but I think anybody's capable. I definitely think of this group, I think she'll have some tough competition, because I think as soon as we hit the beach, I think Q and Rizzo both are going for the idol. That's my gut instinct, is that they're going to go. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she's going to find an idol. I think what Angelina really needs to do is like make some bonds. And I guess that goes to say for like everybody, but I think in her case in particular, because she's coming in with a big target on her of like, oh, there's 2 other people from her season. She was on the White Lotus with Mike White. They're best friends. I think a lot of people are going to look at her as like an easy target. I think there's also still the argument of like, oh, we have to keep the tribe strong at the beginning, which is code for like, let's vote out the girls.
Yeah.
Like, let's vote out the girls. Let's vote out the bigger bodied people. Let's vote out the queers. Like, that's what it always turns into. So I think that she has a bit of an uphill battle here at the beginning.
I do too.
But I think that if she can get past a few votes and get her footing under her, I think we could see a deep run by Angelina. And like, I make jokes, but like, I think she has it in her to win.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I just think that she has a big road in front of her. She needs to get past the first couple votes. And then I think Angelina's path to victory is she needs to adapt a bit of the Tony strategy and surround herself with lions that everybody else is going to go for.
Yep.
I guess that's kind of what Jeremy did on Second Chance too, where he was like, I want to surround myself with shields.
Yeah.
I think that's what Angelina needs to do. Angelina's best case scenario is to go into the merge with like Christian, Dee, Savannah, Genevieve, Suri, Kyle. Like, I think she wants to keep all the big names in as much as possible.
She
needs to get rid of the people that are going to fly under the radar so that she can do that.
I agree. Who do you think are her best bets to like be friends with on this tribe, or who can she get in with?
I think her and Genevieve are going to kiki.
See, I think that they could, but here's the other thing with Angelina. Can she let other people drive? That is a question I have that I'm not sure about.
Yeah, can she? I don't know. Should she? Yes. She needs to let other people take over.
She is a bit of a drunk driver, I feel like, and she's a little crazy, a little loose.
Yeah.
And I would hope that she would get in with Genevieve and Aubry. Yeah. She also did say she likes Aubry a lot. She's like obsessed with Aubry.
Yeah.
And I think Aubry is open to working with her as well, from what I remember.
Yeah. Might see like a little girls moment.
Yeah, she's like open to working with her. Tony's trying to flip on his back. He likes laying on his back, but his little leg is stuck.
We gotta adjust the real Queen of Ponderosa. We need to make a diva adjustment here.
Okay. Yes. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's so good. Okay.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a girls moment.
A girls moment would be great. I could see Kyle being open to her because Kyle's a very chill Alliance member. Yeah. I could see Rizo wanting to lean into the chaos a little bit. I would love that duo.
I strongly think, I don't know, because I remember Angelina talking in an interview that she doesn't know how to feel about Rizo.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like if they got together, they would be running shit.
I
need them to get together.
That actually might be my dream duo to come from this.
Oh yeah.
It's either Angelina, Rizo, Genevieve Q.
Oh my god, yeah.
Those are some dream pairings.
Oh yeah.
Dream pairings.
Yeah.
And I would love like Angelina and Genevieve. I would love that.
God,
if those four stuck together, like please.
I'm just sitting here now, like we're only 2 people in, and I'm just thinking like, God, if this tribe lost first, who would I want to go home? And I'm like, God, like, I don't know. Like, I want to see them all play. I feel like there's only a handful of people that I'm totally fine with leaving really soon.
I'll tell you who I'd be down. I would be fine with Colby leaving. I'd be fine with Steph leaving. I'd be fine with Aubry leaving. Sue me.
Oh, you know
Sue
what?
me.
You know what?
But I've had enough of Aubry, I feel like.
You know what? You are so right for that Aubry take. You're so right, because I feel the same.
Like, I'm so sorry, but I'm just like...
We'll talk a little bit more about that, but...
Well, she's the next in alphabetical order if we want to go there. Is there anything else you want to say about Angelina?
I mean, I contain multitudes. I could talk about Angelina for like 3 weeks if we wanted to.
The other thing I will say is I just hope that other people will take her seriously. Yeah. Because that was the battle in David versus Goliath too, is that no one takes her seriously just because she is so like... neurotic, like she's just wild.
Yeah.
So, and it's like funny because she takes herself so seriously.
Yes.
So I think that's where it's like not landing, because other people are like, "Are you serious?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm the most serious."
I'm thinking of that scene. That scene of her with the ladder.
Oh my gosh. And when she's like, I had to climb 100 feet, and they're like 100 feet.
And she's like crying.
Yeah.
And like they can't find the clue to the idol, and Mike finds it in the sand while he's like drunk on wine. Yeah. And he's like, they're so dumb.
He's like, my allies are so stupid.
Yeah. Oh, crazy.
She's so funny. And then like Nick starts climbing up the ladder. She's like, wait, let me get it.
I want to get it.
Yeah. Which she should. It's her idol. Like,
yeah.
But she's not afraid to speak up. She's just so out there. She's so wild.
Yeah.
Her being absolutely diabolical to Allison with the idol.
Yeah.
And like, she just wanted to do it all for the jury. Yeah. And they all knew that. Like, anyway, I just hope that with her kids and with her business and her nonprofit and all of these things, we've also gained some self-awareness and awareness as to how others perceive her, which I guess is self-awareness.
Yeah.
And that she would be able to convince the jury in the end.
Yeah.
That she deserves the $5 million.
Yeah.
Okay, Aubry. Yes. It is my hot take. Apparently it's not that hot because you agree with me though.
Yeah.
But it's like, go home. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, because I liked her in Korong.
Yeah.
I really did.
Yeah. Let's do a little bit of Taylor trivia here.
All right. Right. Take it away.
Aubry Bracco.
Yeah.
Debuted in season 32, Survivor Korong.
Mm-hmm.
Has a very classic, like weakling to powerful player story arc where in the very first episode we see her struggling with like extreme anxiety and dehydration to where she seems like a really easy first boot and weak link on the Brains tribe.
Yeah.
Makes it through the pre-merge, has a pretty iconic moment where she like crosses off Julia's name and writes Peter's name down. Gets to the merge where her number one ally is Medevac and seems like in a very precarious position and absolutely balls out and runs the entire game from there. And
So
it's
cool.
so iconic to watch. The biggest thing about Aubry and Ko Wrong is that I think this sentiment has cooled with time, but at the time, I don't know if I like since like Russell Hantz and Natalie White, I don't think I've ever seen such outcry at a winner
Then
than Michelle over Aubry, including myself. When I watched it the first time,
Was it really?
the first time I watched it, truly gagged that Aubry lost. Like I said,
The first time I watched it, I felt that way too. I
Yeah.
was like, and that's also very much in the edit as well.
Yeah.
Because they like want you cheering for one person.
Yeah.
And again, we're not on the island.
Yes.
But I was like, huh?
yeah.
Because she ran it.
ran
And
it.
had such a cool story.
Ran it and had such control that even with Scott and Jason having a super idol, she completely demolished it and played
Yeah.
around it. And Aubry was like the thing is that first time she played so well. She gets so screwed by Joe getting Medevac at the final 5 because if he didn't get Medevac, she was gonna win. Because here's the tea: she had a majority of herself, Joe, and Ty 3 versus 2 because Michelle and Sydney were on the other side. The challenge that she wins in the next episode for reward would have been the final 5 immunity challenge.
That changes a
Michelle
lot.
ends up winning immunity at the final 4 and they can't get her out. So if Aubry wins immunity at the final 5, assuming it's the same challenge,
Yeah,
which it would have
which it
been,
would have been.
and the reason we know that is because the final 3 do a challenge on day 38 to vote out a member of the jury. And everybody speculates that was supposed to be the final immunity challenge, but everything kind of got pushed back because of the Medevac. So if Aubry wins at the final 5 and votes out Michelle, she wins.
Yeah, she
because
does.
Sydney was not going to beat her because Scott and Jason hated her. And Joe and Ty were both goats. So Aubry literally was...
She was
And that's the name of the game. Luck is the name of the game. But she was screwed out of a win the first time. She would 100% would have won Survivor.
Why do you think she lost to Michelle?
I think she lost to Michelle because if you want my real take,
Yeah.
I think that she lost because Scott and Jason were bitter. I think Scott and Jason, and they're allowed to be. If you want to be a bitter juror, you get to vote for whoever you want to win.
Yeah.
I think Scott and Jason like to frame Michelle as like, oh, like Scott says like in his speech to her, like, you got stronger as you went on. Like, I respect that. And I was
She's
like,
okay.
I'm not denying that, but like, I think that Scott and Jason, if anything, just were so bitter that Aubry got Ty to screw them over. And we're going to vote for Michelle over her no matter what.
No matter what.
Because I love Michelle. I really, really do. She's one of my favorite players ever. But I think her Ko-Wrong game, while it being a winning game, I think her Ko-Wrong game, as far as winners go, is pretty weak.
Yeah.
I think she has a pretty weak game. She only goes to like 6 tribals. She doesn't really make a lot of big game moves the way that Aubry did. Like Aubry was completely... Oh,
what
that was close.
in the world? Thanks, Maya, for knocking the camera down. That was so exciting.
All right,
We're
back.
back.
We had a slight camera malfunction from some of our special guests here in the studio, but we're back. I was saying, talking about Aubry's game, Michelle's game as a winner, I just don't feel like is that impressive, especially when you take into consideration everything that Aubry played around. Like, I'm thinking at the final 9, Scott and Jason and Ty are working together, have the super idol. They want to take out Julia because Julia's trying to play both sides, but Julia wins immunity. And Aubry's like, how do I play around this? We blindside Debbie. Then
Done.
she gets Ty to flip, and she gets Ty to not play the super idol, and she takes out Scott.
Which is so amazing.
She played around and like
it was amazing.
Neil didn't even give Aubry his idol. He went home with it in his pocket. She played around everything like so the point I was trying to make is like her first season, so strong. You know, we want to talk about impact long term. Aubry losing is indirectly the reason for so many changes to the format because everybody talks about that the reason that we've pivoted away from like jury individual questions to like an open like discussion format is because of Aubry losing, because Jeff allegedly was so pissed that she lost.
That's crazy.
People attribute that to her losing is the reason why they did it.
Wow.
So anyway, continuing with the Taylor trivia, we then have Aubry play almost immediately again on season 34 Game Changers. And it's a completely different story. She still makes it deep into the game. She finishes 5th. But this time is out of the loop almost every single vote. Constantly out of the loop, playing from the bottom, has no idea what's going on. Would have gone home at the final 6 if Ty didn't have 2 idols and gave her one. She then comes back for season 38 Edge of Extinction and has one of the more egregious cases of overplaying that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Where she has that very infamous montage where she tells every member of her tribe, I'd really just like to like start a dialogue. Like I see a lot of myself in you. I really want to play with you. And then she gets blindsided with an idol in her pocket. So Aubry is in an interesting place because yet again, I feel like Aubry is someone that has a lot to prove here.
Lots to prove.
Because her last 2 showings were nowhere near the first one. And I actually feel like her threat level is not going to be that high because people have seen her flop a lot. Now, with all that being said, Alysha said, sorry, I'm fine with Aubry going home first. And I feel the same. I really just do not see, and this is obviously all like just in the context of this podcast, that nothing personal against any of these players. No,
because Aubrey's
amazing
iconic
player,
and she's great.
Loved her. I just don't know if there's like anything that I want to see from Aubry that I haven't already seen. Like I would be really surprised if I was able to see like a ton of different gameplay from her in the same, like other, like someone like Colby or Angelina. I just don't see that same kind of transformation being possible for Aubry. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, let me get Tony to lay down really quick.
Yeah.
Can you lay down? Tony trying to chew cardboard. Maya starts humping Tony because she wants to play.
The studio is alive and on fire.
The queens
tonight.
are speaking.
Yeah, the queens are speaking, and both of you need to chill out.
We're not done speaking.
Yeah.
They have not spoken yet.
Yeah. Mr. Vice President.
Tony, no.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
I'm speaking.
I
know that one.
Yeah.
I know that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my thing with Aubry is that she's trying to put this cap on the game that she started.
Yeah.
In 32, and that's never going to happen.
No.
And I feel that way about Charlie. I feel that way about Aubry. I feel that way about Colby.
Yeah.
Where they just want to like have this perfect wrap to what they started.
Yeah.
On their Survivor journey.
Yeah.
And
they're just not going to.
They're not going to. I just don't like it when people take Survivor too seriously sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a double-edged sword because I love when people take it so seriously that they're willing to like be cutthroat and have big reactions when they get voted out or when there is a blind side, and they're not just like, wow, good play, like when they're pissed.
Yeah.
However, I also love when people take the angle that it's like, this is a game.
Yeah.
Example, Angelina.
Yeah.
She was like, this is a game. Let's have a little bit of fun. I'm going to be a little naughty and plant a fake idol, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Rizo very much views this as a game.
Yeah.
And I think when you just look at it as a game, instead of it being something so serious, you have to prove to yourself and your fans, and I have to finish what I started. It's like, wait, no, just like be silly and have fun and be open-minded and just like see what happens. And I'm not saying that Aubrey's not open-minded or Colby's not open-minded, but I just like get that vibe and I'm just like,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Aubry probably has some kind of pregame alliance coming in with Rick Devens.
Yeah.
because they played together on Edge of Extinction. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. As far as her starting tribe, we already know that Q is like on the anti-Aubry train. He very famously on 46 targeted another player because of the similarities he saw in her to Aubry.
Well, and they said, well, I think, wasn't it Mariah? She was like, I like Aubry a lot. Like, she's one of my favorites. And then he was like, we got to get her out. I'm like, Q, what?
Yeah. So Q is definitely on the anti-Aubry train. So she'll already have Q going after her pretty hard. We talked about, like where the power dynamics in this tribe are sitting, with like, there's obviously going to be Colby, Steph working together, potentially Colby, Kyle working together. Aubry, I feel like maybe in a bit of trouble due to maybe not necessarily bringing a ton of value to other players. Do I think that she has a big target going into 50? I don't. But at the same time, I also feel like that means that she may be viewed as like a little bit expendable to players. And it's like, okay, well, like, I'm fine with Aubry leaving. Yeah. Because like, I just don't see any of the men going home first. Like Colby, I mean, maybe Rizo, but like Colby, Rizo, Kyle, Q, like, I don't think any one of them is going home first. I don't think that Genevieve is going to go home first. Steph might go home first because of the Colby thing, but that also might be a benefit to her if she can get like, so that's why I'm saying like, it kind of seems like it's going to come down to Aubry or Angelina going home first. And if it has to be between them, I definitely would prefer Aubry to,
but also,
to leave.
Yeah, I would agree. I think what Aubry does have going for her is that she does feel a little bit like a free agent that doesn't have strong relationships from previous games. I guess there is like Rick Devens. She has been very open about wanting to play with Suri really bad. She wants to play with Suri.
Yes, they played on Game Changers. I guess that's another one. Yeah, they played on Game Changers. Suri like kind of yanked Aubry's chain around a lot. So like we'll have to see how that plays out. But yeah, that is another relationship that she has coming into this.
I mean, and Aubry did say that she does want to play with her, and she's like, whatever, really open to that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think what Aubry has going for her is that she is a free agent.
Yeah.
And I think in a game like this, people really like that and want that and need that. So I could see someone like Rizo, who's also kind of a free agent. He has this big tie to Savannah, but there's a big question mark around Rizo and Savannah where people don't know how they play.
Yeah.
And they don't know anything about their game.
Yeah.
So I feel like Aubry would be smart to get in with him. Genevieve, I feel like also has a big question mark around her because people like her, but are scared of her.
Yeah.
So they're like, do we want to be close? Do we not?
Yeah.
I think it would benefit Aubry really, really well to get in with Genevieve, Rizo, Angelina, who I think a lot of people are also like apprehensive about. Q. It would be amazing because like I think she needs to just be valuable to these other people. And these players all know well enough that numbers are everything. And that Aubry is a floating number.
Yeah.
She's not like a polarizing, like you either love Aubry or you hate Aubry.
Yeah.
Or you want her in or you want her out. Like, so I think she should market that a little bit. She did say in her preseason interview that she wants to have fun and be fearless.
Yes.
So I did want to like note that earlier when I'm like, don't be so serious. And she's like, I do just want to have fun.
Yeah.
She has also evolved a lot since her games and that she's a mom and has a business as well, like Angelina. So I could see them connecting over that.
Yeah. And like, I think it'll do Aubry a lot of good that she's had so much time because she played 3 seasons like so close together. She really had like, was kind of like the Amanda Kimmel of the 30s because Amanda played 15, 16, 20. Aubry did 32, 34, 38. So like so close together. And especially on Edge of Extinction, you kind of see it like really get to Aubry that I think that she was like, am I like a good player?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
so sad.
Really, really hard on herself, like not coming back into the game. So I think it'll be good that she has some time. And I would love to be surprised.
I would love to be surprised. I would love it. I'm open-minded. I'm not going to be heartbroken if she goes first.
Yeah.
Other quick notes I'll say, she's obsessed with D. She's like starstruck with D.
Yeah.
Loves Emily. Charlie's a foe. Love you, but bye, Charlie.
Thank God.
She is actually stoked to be with Q. Even though
oh my God,
he said what he said.
Yeah.
And she said she feels like she wants to win him over a little bit. It's like Leslie Knope and that guy at the bowling alley, and she was like, let's do a fun bowling night with, anyway. So I think she wants to win Q over, and they could be like maybe a secret little Kyle Camilla where it's like under wraps because it's like, oh, they don't like each other. Maybe they want to work together. I don't know.
Yeah.
She said about Camilla, I know she will kill me off, but I'm going to kill her first or something like that. But she was like, I know that she's going to try and kill me off. And she just like talks a little bit more defensive instead of offensive, where it's like, I know I'm going to have to get Camilla out first. It's like, I know everyone's going to come for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, be a little offensive. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I hope she has fun. Whatever. I'm done talking about Aubry. Okay. So next was Colby in alphabetical order. We already talked about him. Genevieve. Take it away. What are your thoughts on Genevieve?
Genevieve.
I love Genevieve.
Genevieve, our famous ice queen from Canada.
Yes.
Debuted on season 47. Got 5th place. And was a huge part of what makes 47 such an awesome season. So Genevieve pretty much like dominates the first half of the game and runs everything. She aligns with Rome on her starting tribe, which is a brilliant idea because he had so much power and nobody liked him. And so she used him like a weapon and then cut him loose when he no longer served her. Genevieve then, after getting Saul blindsided and voted out of the game, realizes like, I have left myself in like a pretty vulnerable position by being so open to get Saul out. I kind of fractured my relationship with Teeny, and now I'm public enemy number 1, and plays the rest of the game even though she was such a good player from the bottom. So she kind of experienced both in her season of like, top dog, everything that I say goes, and then also had to get really, really scrappy, have a fake idol, participate in what I said last episode is one of the greatest moments in Survivor history, Operation Italy, wins an immunity challenge. And it really, 47 really became the Genevieve versus Rachel show by the end, where one of them was going to win. And we know it ended up being Rachel. Genevieve, her story arc revolved around like, I came into the game so fearful of like making real connections and just closed myself off and didn't realize how much that was hurting others and how much it was hurting me. And by the end of the game, she is more open to making real, genuine connections. And she echoes that here in her press, where she has a quote where she says like, last time I played cold and cutthroat, this time I'm going to play warm and cutthroat. So she hasn't lost her edge, but she's so much more willing to make those connections and be more authentic and real. And I am really, really excited to see her play again.
I'm so excited.
There's a lot of people from 47 that I would love to see play again. But of all the people to rep 47 on season 50, I think Genevieve is an awesome pick.
I think Genevieve is a perfect pick. And I loved like watching her go through the emotions of Survivor in the first season, where she was open and making real relationships with people at the beginning. But then when she had to start voting them out, it was too hard for her. So she like shut down.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm not going to be friends. I'm not going to like be warm.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have to vote these people out. And that's hard. And that's like sad to me.
Yeah. We see when she votes Keyshawn out, like,
yes,
Genevieve.
I know.
I trusted you.
That one broke her.
Yeah.
That's the vote that broke her in her game.
Yeah.
And she was just like, I can't do that again.
Yeah.
Like, I can't let someone in and I can't allow them to trust me so deeply and then me betray them. But this time, she's willing and she's down because she like gets that concept of it just being a game again. And I think it was just hard because it was so real at first. Yeah. And that's what I love about Genevieve, though, is that she is so warm and she's someone that like just draws you in. She has like a Kim effect.
Yeah.
I feel like on people, I don't know if it's the eyes and the smile like Kim, that she's just so beautiful and like enchanting and you just want to be her friend.
Yeah.
And so people want to work with her, but then they're also just like scared of her.
Yeah.
So I think I'm really excited to see her embrace that side where she's like, I want to draw people in. I want to be their friend. And then I'll still be okay cutting them out and just saying like, it's a game.
Well, and this time she's rocking an extremely powerful bob too.
Powerful bob.
Like, like Robert, one might say, you know, like
Yes.
so powerful.
Very powerful.
Yes. So Genevieve, I think from just my personal opinion is probably coming into the game with one of the bigger targets on her.
Agreed.
She is a recent player. She is a strategic player. And she is a woman. And all three of those things
are very
scary to a lot of players. However, we've also talked about the trend that on all-star seasons, players from newer seasons tend to do better than players from older seasons. Yeah. So we'll have to see how that plays out with her. But I do think she's coming in with a pretty significant target on her back. And I think kind of like we said with Angelina, it will be an uphill battle for Genevieve, but for different reasons. I don't think Angelina's threat level is as high, more than just people distrusting her. Whereas I feel like Genevieve's threat level is high because everybody knows that she is strategically and socially killer. Yeah. And can win challenges, like triple threat. So
she's a big threat.
I think she's going to have a really, really big target on her back. But she's been there before. I think that's a strength that she has that somebody like Angelina doesn't necessarily. Because Angelina was really, like, people always talked about voting Angelina out. I don't think anybody ever actually really considered doing it. Whereas Genevieve genuinely had to fight every single week for however many episodes to get through that portion of the game. And so she knows what it's like. And so I feel like she'll have a bit more preparedness in that area.
I agree with you. And I don't know which is going to be a harder battle between her and Angelina. Angelina being the one where you have to convince people that you're threatening. Yeah. Or Genevieve, where you're going to have to appear not threatening, but they all know you are. Yeah. Just to like try and get through. I don't know. Yeah. But I believe in both of them. Yeah. Genevieve and Jonathan and Chrissy are the only three this season that haven't played with anyone. So Genevieve, Jonathan, Chrissy, they have no pre-existing game relationships with anyone. Yeah. Which is interesting. Yeah. So where Aubry, she has played with several people that are there, I guess. But she still is a free agent. Genevieve very much is a free agent. Wolf. And she is a lone wolf. Yeah. And I'm excited to see what she's going to do with that. She hasn't been on social media a lot. She's not like on social media and in the Survivor game, and I think this also just adds to the mystery of Genevieve.
She very famously opened an Instagram account after the season 50 cast was confirmed. No, because it showed up on my reels. Genevieve, and she was like, "Hi everyone," like, hi, and I was like, oh, Mother has arrived.
Yes, she truly is. Yeah. Okay, I'll quickly go through her friend list. Okay, Jenna. And this also was like just her gut instinct, like, which I loved. Yeah. She didn't put too much thought into it. So friends, we have Jenna. Everyone wants Jenna as a Genevieve. Friend. Jenna and Genevieve. Genevieve. Steph, who is on her tribe. Ozzy, Coach, Aubry. But she was like, yesterday, if you would have asked me, I would have said Aubrey's a foe. But today, Aubrey's a friend, and I don't know why. Okay. And I was like, okay. So we'll see what happens between her and Aubry. Everyone from David versus Goliath, friend. But she's like, Mike is complicated. I feel like people are afraid to vote him out, which I think is true. Yeah. She would give Angelina her jacket, she said. So
fierce. Friend. That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be a girls.
I really hope that for them.
There's gonna be a girls moment, except for Steph. Because Steph is not. I hate saying this. But Steph is not a girl's girl.
I was just going to say that. I know. Not. And I hate saying it.
Because it's like...
Because it's just so like...
Yeah, it is. Like, that's like misogynistic in and of itself.
Totally.
But if we are going to say that, Steph is definitely a boy's girl. Yeah. Steph wants to be Steph with the boys. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, Steph and Eva.
Oh, yeah. Steph and Eva
run. And there are other players like that too.
Run that club. 100%. Yeah.
Morgan. Yeah. Like, you know. Yeah. Anyway, she loves D. She wanted to play like D. Yeah. In her season. Yeah. This was my favorite part of her interview. She was like, I love Q. And she said, I love chaotic men. he's my best friend. So I love that.
Yeah.
I just loved that. She's so funny.
Yeah.
She's so freaking funny.
Yeah.
And then with Rizzo, she said, I don't generally do well with men who have a God. Oh, no. She said, I don't generally do well with men who add God in their name, but he might be chaotic, so I could be fascinated in a clinical way.
Yeah.
I was like, Genevieve,
She's so fierce.
I love you. I love
her.
you. Foes, Colby was on that list. Sari was on that list.
Oh, no, Genevieve.
And Charlie was on that list.
That's
Listen,
okay.
I'm down with this foe list. I'm sorry.
If Genevieve takes Charlie out, goddess.
Bye.
Mother.
Also take Sari out and Colby out. Like,
No,
I'm down.
No, don't take Sari out.
I love Sari. Whatever.
No,
I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she's here.
No, Sari needs to go all the way again. She needs to get to the end.
Really?
Oh, I want Sari to win so bad.
Is she your winner pick?
Oh, no.
Okay, I was like, that's crazy.
I want her to win, but no, she's not my winner pick. Because I already know what's going to happen. She's going to get to like the final 7, and the Billie Eilish boomerang idol is going to come out and hit Sari in the face, and then she'll get voted out.
She'll be Rachel'd out.
Yeah.
Okay, that was like her commentary on her fellow tribe mates, but I love Genevieve. I really think she's in the running for like legitimately winning.
Oh, I think so too. I think that her threat level is high, but she has the smarts. She does.
Yeah,
she
it's
can
like
do it.
if anyone can do it, it's Genevieve.
I would love a Genevieve win for 50. It would be fierce.
It would be so fierce. I could see her working well with like basically everyone in this tribe, other than Colby and Steph for some reason.
Yeah.
Next, for some reason, I didn't go in alphabetical order the rest of the time because I wrote Q next.
That's okay.
But that's fine. Let's go Q.
She loves chaotic men.
Tony, no.
She loves chaotic men.
She loves chaotic men.
So let's talk about the most chaotic of them all.
The most chaotic man.
Q. I
could not be more stoked about Q being here.
Quintavious. Is that his full name?
I don't know.
I believe it's Quintavious, something like that.
Iconic. That's great.
Q Burdette. Season 46. Huge presence in this season that had a lot of big characters and faces and names. Q was on a disaster tribe. It ended up being him, Kenzie, and Tiffany that make it out of that tribe alive. Yanu. Is that their name?
I don't know.
Well, Banu was on the tribe. Was their tribe name Yanu? Yanu and Banu?
I don't know.
I think it was Yanu. Whatever. They were the purple tribe on 46. We referenced it earlier. Q's, I think, first big moment is him shutting down and trying to quit after things like don't go his way.
Yeah, adult tantrum.
And he does not get voted out. And he, in doing so, burns bridges with Kenzie and Tiff, and then gets weaponized by Maria as a shield, who she kind of single-handedly drags him to the final 6, in which he falls on his sword, which is his own idol that he does not play, and goes out. Q was also the instigator for another very iconic Survivor moment where he wins reward, does not pick... He wins not just any reward, Applebee's. Wins the Applebee's reward. Very famously, does not pick Liz, who then proceeds to have the biggest crash out in Survivor history and scream, "I'm pissed!" And she verbally attacks him. And what makes it even more fierce is that what they didn't show us is that both Kenzie and Tiffany, who he picked, try to give up their reward to give to Liz. And Q goes, No.
Nope. I picked who I picked.
I picked who I picked. So fierce.
Love him.
So fierce. So, long story short, Q, as Genevieve said, very chaotic presence. It's hard to rate him as a player because, like, he seemed to do quite well early on because he had tight bonds with both Kenzie and Tiff, but then was such a social pariah and kind of just, like, dragged along and used as a vote that it's difficult for me to assess, like, his social game, his strategic game. We know he's physically fit, so, like, I think he'll be a help in challenges, but, like, Q's kind of a big question mark for me going into this in terms of how he's going to play, because I just don't necessarily see him as being super strategic in any way. But who knows?
Yeah, I don't necessarily either. I just see like chaos being part of his strategy and him just being like a walking bomb that could go off at any moment.
Yeah.
I mean, just the face.
I know.
He has become a dad since playing.
So many people are popping out babies.
The parent power is real because I think they're like, they remember who their true loyalty is with, and they're like, I'll do anything.
I'm getting some Winners at War vibes where basically everybody was a parent except for like Michelle and Adam.
I know.
And Nick and everybody.
Natalie.
Yeah.
Natalie wasn't.
And everybody was bonding
their
over
families.
that.
Yeah, everyone's bonding over it. Q did have a Tony Winners at War mindset going into this where he's like, I'm just going to have to sit on my hands and not be chaotic. Yeah. And I'm just going to like, you know, be good at camp and be helpful and build good relationships, but and show players that they can trust me. But then when it's the merge, then I can like go off a little bit.
Which is basically what he did last time. So I don't know why he's acting like that's some novel approach, because that's literally what he did on 46 was he played it pretty low key, kind of had some drama queen moments here and there, and then at the merge went crazy.
Yeah. And that's his plan again.
So it's like the exact same thing.
Apparently different in his eyes, but that's what he's going to do again. Let's see. Oh my gosh, he did say this. He was like, I am trying to do like damage control already from my season. And he's like being really nice to the workers at Ponderosa and like holding open doors for people. And he's like, he's saying thank you to people that give him food. And so I do remember watching that part of his interview and being like, why does Colby...
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah, why was Colby like, he has the worst energy out of everyone on this beach? And he's like trying to be so nice.
I wonder if Colby was saying that just because he like completely sees through it.
Maybe.
Of like,
and he's
it's
like, this
so
is fake.
Excessive. Mm-hmm. But that would be like a really good read from Colby that I just feel like he does not have. But I could be wrong.
It's like no hate, but like, what?
Yeah.
Anyway,
that is interesting.
I do remember being like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I'm so confused. Mm-hmm. We can go through his friend or foe list. Before I do that, I wanted to get your thoughts on his take about having everyone at the end be people who have never sat in Final Tribal. He doesn't want to have any repeats, and he wants to have a fresh Final Three. What are your thoughts?
I think that's a wonderful sentiment. Like, I don't think it's anything that you can actually like really
execute.
I mean, it's not that you can't do it. I just feel like if your game plan going in is to get with people that haven't been to the final three, you are like limiting your options in a certain way. Like, just because someone made the final three before, I don't necessarily know if that makes them like any more or less threatening.
I think in his eyes, it isn't necessarily about threat. It's just like giving everyone a chance.
Girl.
Where he's like, the winners, so I guess on this tribe,
this is
Kyle's a no, Colby's a no, Aubry's a no, Steph's a no. That's like everybody almost. Yeah. But I love the idea. Angelina.
Yeah.
Who are you going to work with?
So Q's working
Genevieve?
with Rizo and Genevieve.
Rizzo?
That would be fierce.
Which, yes, that's who you should work with. And that's who you should sit with at the end. Like, I would love that final three. But anyway, so I love this idea. And I hope that he can do it. Yeah. That's my thought. I would love to see people who have never been in Final Tribal make it to the end.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think that this isn't like Little League soccer.
Sure.
So I don't think that we need to treat it as like everybody needs a chance.
Yeah.
I think
this isn't fair.
You know, like if you get to the final three, listen, Q, if you want to get to the final three with players that haven't been there, then like put your money where your mouth is and make it happen socially and strategically. That's what I want to say. If we're just saying like, I think it'd be really awesome if for season 50,
everyone had a shot.
I'm like, girl, be for real. You played sports.
Yeah.
You know what it's like.
Yeah.
You know, be serious. We mentioned Q is from 46.
Oh my gosh.
They're not on his same tribe, but he does have 2 46 alum with him on this season, being Charlie and Tiffany.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about Charlie for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
So
I was
you
like,
know,
okay.
if Q is able to make it to a tribe swap or a merge and link up with them, he was very close with Tiff until he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I think that will work to their advantage, because I think that then they could then work together and nobody would necessarily suspect it.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie and Q working together, I don't know. They didn't really work together like
Q
super closely.
Doesn't want to work with Charlie.
And I wouldn't either.
He wants to work with Tiffany though.
Okay. So my reads are spot on then.
Yeah, they are spot on. Look at you.
Look at me.
You're so smart.
Thank you.
I wish you were out there.
Thank you.
If I were out there, Q would be my friend. Friend or foe.
You and Genevieve.
Yeah.
You're charmed by chaotic men.
The chaotic men.
Yeah.
Thank goodness I've done a lot of therapy and a lot of healing, so I didn't marry one.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Because I've been through some chaotic men.
For sure.
And I was like, my nervous system wants stability.
Can't take it.
And peace.
Can't
and I'm
take it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But for entertainment and games, sure.
That's what we want.
Please bring on the chaos.
Bring it
I
on.
love it. I love it.
Bring it on.
Here's his quick friend list. Jenna, Suri, Ozzy, Aubry. He went back and forth because of the history, but he's like, I think it'd be cool if we could actually be friends and no one would suspect
So maybe
it.
he's not coming for Aubry as hard as people might think.
I don't think so. Christian, frenemy. Mike White, friend. Jonathan, friend. D, frenemy. He wants to work with Tiffany. He really wants to work with Genevieve. So this is
We're
amazing.
seeing the beginnings of, I think,
beginnings of love.
I was going to say, is this tribe going to be the very normal versus very chaotic people? Are we going to see like a Kyle, Colby, Steph versus Q, Angelina, Genevieve, Rizzo with Aubry in the middle?
Aubry in the middle. I would love that.
That would be
if
this alliance is Q, Genevieve, Rizzo, Angelina. I'm like, already the greatest alliance that's ever been formed in Survivor history.
I think it would top Tika 3.
Oh yeah.
It would
just under the Black Widow Brigade.
Just under.
Yeah.
Just under.
Yeah.
I don't even, we would have to think about what they would call themselves.
I have a friend that's watching Micronesia for the first time right now.
See, I get jealous.
Yeah.
When people have that experience.
He just saw
that we can't have
just saw Parv and Suri blindside Ozzy. And I was like, you're witnessing history. You're witnessing history, queer history. That's what you're witnessing.
Yeah.
Literally queer history,
No,
because Ozzy's bi and so is Parv.
That's
so
amazing.
Literally queer history.
Suri just hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, Suri doesn't need to come out because she's an icon for the gays. So
there you go.
Yeah.
It is queer history.
Queer history.
Joe, frenemy, Camilla. He said, I want Camilla to do for Kyle, or do for me what she did for Kyle. And I was like, I respect that.
Yeah.
He was like, can you get me to the end, please?
Can you like tank your game for me?
Yeah, that'd be great. Colby is on the faux list. He has had his time, is what Q has said.
So there's another thing right there. Man,
Steph,
Genevieve and Q are going to get Colby out.
Oh, yeah. Steph is on the faux list. He said he wants Coach as an undercover friend.
Okay.
Chrissy's on the faux list. Angelina is on the faux list because apparently she eats a lot and she's too fake.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Eats a lot and is
It was actually in this order. She's too fake and eats a lot.
Crazy.
He had some of the funniest takes ever. For example, I think this was about Emily. He said she eats pork, drinks Coke, and writes with her left hand. She's a foe and has to go immediately. It was the funniest thing. Like, Q, what? Like,
he doesn't like pork?
I don't know. I guess not. I don't know.
Didn't know that.
But he put Rizzo on the faux list. So I hope he has a change. Oh my God,
Q.
He might have a change of heart.
Let the chaotic alliance live.
I know. And I think he will. I think he's open.
I hope so.
Maybe.
I hope so.
Charlie's on the faux list. Sav's on the faux list. Something that just came to my mind too with Q. This is what I would do, I think, if I were on Survivor or if I were in Traitors. Actually, let's just go with the traitor scenario.
Okay.
And I'm a traitor. My strategy: murder all of the boring people. That's it. I'm just going to murder anyone who's boring.
We need to cast you for season 5 of The Traitors.
Cast
because,
me.
Let me tell you, season 4 of The Traitors.
Literally, I honestly stopped watching when Rob Cesternino.
Oh, you haven't been watching at all?
No.
Listen,
I'm going to catch up though. I am going to watch.
Like you do need to watch, and we can talk, but man, a bit of a snooze fest.
I know.
Bit of a snooze fest,
I'm
not going to
scared.
lie.
It makes me sad. And Rob, his strategy was like, vote out all the smart people. Okay. Well, you're keeping
like
all the boring people.
If you're casting
almost.
me on The Traitors or Survivor, I'm like, I'm making good TV.
That's what I'm going to do.
All the people that are boring, out.
I know what they want.
Yep.
Because
Colby.
it's what I want.
Colby, Steph, Aubry.
Bye.
Out.
You're out.
Charlie, out.
Out.
Joe, out. Jonathan,
all
out.
of the advantages I find, I'm giving immediately to Q.
Oh, yeah.
And I say,
oh, yeah.
do as you please.
Oh, yeah.
Do as you please.
Oh, yeah.
Or I go to Rizo and I say, let's make history.
Say, Rizo, with those balls of steel that you're carrying around, would you like to hold on to this idol with one of them?
With just one.
Just one.
And I'll find something else for the second one.
Yeah.
So it's not bored.
Yeah.
Or left out.
Yeah.
But I would literally find the most entertaining, fun people and be like, let's
do it.
fuck shit up.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's where I'm like, I love Q. And I'd be like, we're writing so far.
Yeah.
Okay, the last person. Is it the last? Oh no, because we still have to have Steph and Rizzo.
Yeah.
LOL. Let's talk about Steph. We'll save Kyle for last because he's a winner.
Okay.
Steph, I mean, what do we need to say?
Okay. Stephenie LaGrossa. Stephenie LaGrossa has played, this is her 4th time along with Colby. Debuted in season 10, Palau. Very famously, the only person to ever be on a tribe of 1.
Incredible.
Last woman standing on her tribe.
I was in love with her.
Oh, I was going to say so beloved.
Yes,
probably,
and I still love, yeah.
Probably the second most popular player to ever play behind Rupert. Where Rupert was overwhelmingly the most popular player that ever played Survivor. Stephenie, I think, was right behind him.
She really was.
She was the last person standing on her original tribe of Oolong, merges with Karor, and goes out in 7th because she just could not penetrate that impenetrable core of Tom, Greg, Katie, with Greg and Jen on the outside. There's no way she could get in. Yeah. Returns immediately for season 11 because she's so popular, Guatemala. And this is really interesting because Steph was cast as a hero on Heroes vs. Villains, largely because of her appearance on Palau. Her appearance on Guatemala is like quintessential villain.
It was so funny to me.
Yes.
It was almost jarring.
Yes.
Watching her play back to back.
Yes.
And it was like watching the first game, it's like only the angel drove.
Yes.
Second game, only the villain drove.
Yes.
And it's like, maybe she was like, okay, what worked, what like I wanted to do last season did not work for me.
Yes.
So we're flipping it.
Yeah. She plays on Guatemala, extremely aggressive and cutthroat game.
Yeah.
So cutthroat to the point that she gets to the final 2 and is a goat, where Danny Boatwright famously thrashes her, where basically all of Steph's former allies vote for Danny to win. So then Steph takes a little bit of a break, comes back for Heroes versus Villains, and she is the second person voted out. Goes out super early, dislocates her shoulder in the first challenge, which is kind of crazy. I think Parv is the one that yanked it out of its socket. So go off, Parv.
That's crazy.
And then Stephenie goes out second, so early and basically has no impact on the game. Then, as Alysha mentioned earlier, Steph has made some more recent reality TV appearances, appearing on both The Traitors and Snake in the Grass with Cirie both times, and gets burned by Cirie both times. So the way that I would describe Steph as a player, physically extremely strong, very, very strong in challenges, strategically okay. I don't think she was a great player. I also don't think that she was like a bad player strategically. Socially, I don't know. Because on her first season, I don't even necessarily think that her social game is what kept her in as the last Oolong. The Oolongs just were such a disaster tribe.
A complete disaster.
That like the people that stayed were the people that were more stable. And Stephenie is stable. Then on Guatemala, man, she gets into a powerful alliance, but just terrible jury management and social game, and then is barely there on Heroes versus Villains.
Yep.
So Steph is like a mixed bag as far as survivor prowess goes, because I think she's got the physical stuff down. I don't know how I feel about her social or strategic game. We mentioned earlier, Steph has not paid attention to Survivor since she played.
Yeah.
And so I think is going to be in for a bit of a rude awakening when she gets to this new era game, especially, I guess it's still not confirmed, but like, I'm pretty sure it's basically confirmed we're still doing a 26-day game. And with 24 players, that means there's at least one person going home basically every day.
Yeah.
And I just do not know if Stephenie will be able to keep pace with that.
What I hope happens is that when they do immunity challenges, only one tribe wins immunity.
And it's just double elimination.
And it's just double elimination every time.
Man, I don't know.
That's what I hope will happen.
I think that's
or
what's gonna,
they go back to 39 days.
I think that's what it'll have to be, because with the number of episodes they have, if they're still only doing like a 13 episode season,
they've got some serious work to do.
100%. So I do think
and if
we'll
they have
see
90-minute episodes, I mean, they could fit in like 2 tribals, and it would be so interesting. Like, anyway, Steph, I don't know what we're gonna see from her, because while she has been out of Survivor, like you've said, she has been still in the strategy game recently when she was in Traders with Suri, and she did say like, I knew Suri was a traitor and she was just protecting me and I just wanted to ride with her anyway.
She said that?
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that.
I'm like, okay, well.
I think she was pretty snowed on her season by Suri. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Right.
I wasn't there. That just feels like a little bit of revisionist history to me. Like,
sure.
I knew she was a traitor the whole time.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know if you did.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
I think if you knew, you would have gone a little harder to get her out.
Yeah. She does want to play with Suri again, but undercover.
Yeah.
It's just kind of funny. It's like, do you really? Like, do you want to get duped again?
Yeah.
Don't they say, like,
she's going to have a
shame on me? Like,
I was going to say, Suri's going to be the Lucy and Charlie Brown with Steph again, where Steph's going to go kick the football and Suri's going to go, whoop.
Yep.
And take it out from her. And like, I'm going to laugh when it happens again.
Round 3.
Yeah.
She is married with 3 kids. She's also gone through a lot where, like, her husband was a pro baseball player and he's now retired. And so she's like, you know, she took a step back from Survivor to support him through all of that. And they had kids and everything.
She owns a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Does she own that now? I can't remember. I didn't write it down, but I think they do.
I'm pretty sure I've read that she is like a restaurant owner now.
Okay. It might be that
on like
because
the East Coast.
They, like, when he was traveling so much, they couldn't do that. That must be what it is.
Okay.
But now that he's like home, she's like, okay, I can do this again. Like, I can step into a game. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see something fun. I honestly would just love to see, like, I don't know if I would rather see a hero Steph or a villain Steph. Because I loved hero Steph. And hero Steph was like the iconic Steph.
Yeah.
And then the villain was just kind of like, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I mean, we'll see what she cooks up.
Yeah.
The chef. Who knows?
Yeah.
Friend and foe list.
Okay.
You ready for this? Friends. Jenna, Colby, shocker.
The 2 old schoolers, yeah.
Suri, LOL.
Yep.
Ozzy, Coach. She loves Coach, apparently. Aubrey. She said that she wants to work with Aubrey specifically because she knows she's, like, close to Suri. I don't know. She has this obsession with Suri, I guess.
Okay.
Everyone's a friend. Genevieve, she loves her smile. Friend. But Genevieve doesn't want her as a friend. Jonathan's a friend. Dee's a friend. Emily's a friend. Charlie's a friend. Chrissy, Rick Devins, Joe. Like, whatever. So many. Everyone's a friend. But you know who's not? Christian, Mike White, and Angelina. Just everyone from David versus Goliath. Angelina specifically because she's not making eye contact with her and she feels like she's going to be close to the new era people. And she's like worried about that.
Yeah.
She's also afraid of just like their strong connection with each other because she knows Mike White and Angelina especially are like best friends.
Yeah.
So she does at least know that, I guess. Q worries her.
Okay.
For good reason.
He worries me too, Steph.
Yeah. And then Tiffany, she like threw on the faux list, but I wrote next to her list, boo, everyone is a friend. So she was just someone who's like, everyone's a friend to me. I'm like, give us the tea.
She didn't do her research, girl.
Yeah.
She's just there.
Yeah. Which is probably true.
Yeah.
Probably true.
Yeah. Could have done, I think could have done a lot more preparation, but go off, queen.
Go off, queen.
You played Survivor 3 times already, so you're probably fine, right?
Yeah. It's like, whatever. You'll be fine. Rizzo. And then we'll do Kyle.
R-I-Z.
R-I-Z-G-O-D, Riz God.
Yes, we just watched Rizzo on 49, so I don't necessarily think we have to do as much like of a recap. No. We know that Rizzo is not afraid to make big, aggressive plays. Very strategic mind, good social game, not necessarily a standout in challenges, but I don't think that's going to hurt him here. Rizzo is another person I think is going into the game with a big target on his back just because he and Savannah are the only 2 players that haven't been seen.
Yep.
So I think there's going to be a lot of apprehension and fear around like who they are and what they're going to bring. So I think he has a lot to do to gather some allies. Rizzo here, I think, has the potential to do really well again because in spite of people maybe being nervous about like, oh, his game, like we haven't seen it, Rizzo, I believe, is the youngest player on this cast by a pretty significant margin.
He notes in his interview that this is the oldest average cast they've had ever.
Yeah.
And he is the youngest.
Yes.
So he kind of wants to play like their kid.
I was going to say,
I'm your kid.
Like, I think that he can really lean into the naivete of youth card. I think he should be really honest and just be like, the reason I'm here is because I held on to my idol for like 9 tribals in a row. I think he should be super on. I mean, if people believe him, you can't control that. But like, if I was Rizzo, I'd be very forthcoming of like, I am here because I held on to my idol for so long. Really lean into the idea of like Savannah dominated the game and I was just there with her.
One. Yeah.
But like I didn't win a lot of challenges, went out and fire. Like I just think he should be really honest, tell them exactly how it is, and lean into the like, I am just so starstruck because I grew up watching all of you.
Yep.
It's like I'm seeing my heroes from the TV come to life in front of me. And I think that's his greatest move. And once he can get deep enough into the game, then I think he can kick it into high gear.
He's going to start knocking people out with his balls of steel.
I think he could. Oh yeah. I think he could do really, really well.
I could see a Rizzo win.
I could too.
I'm kind of getting a Marianne feeling at this moment where she was like the youngest or one of the youngest.
Yeah.
And she clocked that this specific cast was voting out all of the young people.
Yeah.
And all of the young people were going home if they were like playing too hard. So she just played as like, la la la, I'm crazy Marianne. And she just led into her, or leaned in to her youthful side and her silly side. And what?
I'm just laughing at what we talked about last week of when we were recapping 42 and talked about Marianne like screaming and crying at that medevac. That part is still so funny to me. So funny.
That was so wild. I love her so much.
Me too.
So I could see that like kind of approach.
Yeah.
And Rizzo's, the thing is like he's smart enough to do all of this. And it's not that anyone on this cast is dumb, but he is smart.
Yes.
He's a smarty.
Yes.
And I think what's good to know is that his cast that he played with this last season kind of felt like they all read him as a chaotic kid or like a silly kid that was just playing around with his idol, but the audience knew otherwise. So I think what bodes so well for him going into this season is that the people are going to view him that exact same way.
Yeah.
And he can get away with that again.
100%.
Whereas if he were in Camilla's position, for example, like she was very unassuming and really sweet, but we all saw the behind the scenes, but they haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
So I think that is going to go really, really well for him.
Yeah.
He does say that he feels the majority of the new era people have had so much time to be closer to each other, and him and Savannah are going to be on the outs. So he really wants to work with the people pre-40. Because he feels like he's missed the new era boat.
Yeah.
And so maybe he can be like the bridge, maybe not. He just feels like I don't know if I can trust the new era people because I don't know them yet.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Other fun fact he gave us is that he had 9 days at home before going out to 50.
So he did go home.
9 days at home.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That is wild.
And he was like, I don't feel tired at all.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm so stoked for this.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be cool like to just do it back to back like that. That's the dream.
That is the dream.
Yeah. I was wondering how much time they had because I'm pretty sure Russell, like, I'm almost positive. I feel like I read somewhere that like Russell did not go home between Samoa and Heroes vs. Villains.
Oh my gosh.
I could be wrong, but I'm like almost positive that he did not go home. And then like Malcolm played back to back on Philippines and Karamoan.
Didn't Joe do back to back?
Joe, who?
Gorgeous Joe Anglo?
Well, he was on 30 and 31, but 30, like he was announced as being at on 31 at the live reunion.
Finale. Yeah, the
so
reunion.
he did back-to-back seasons,
true.
but had a break in between. Even Amanda and James did 15 and 16, but they had a pretty significant break in between.
Interesting.
So yeah, I was curious to know how much time he and Savannah had
Rizzo.
in between. Yeah,
9 days at home.
that's wild.
Wild.
Yeah.
He
probably didn't even get readjusted to American time though, so that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
His friend and Rizzo is so smart, and I'm really, really rooting for him.
Yeah.
This season.
Yeah.
Colby, he said, is a friend because he's not threatening at all. LOL.
Yeah.
Is what I wrote in my notes.
Yeah.
Steph, he said he's a big fan, and so she can be a friend. Coach is 100% a friend, and he wants Coach to name him like the prodigy, you know? Aubrey.
He wants to be knighted by Coach.
I know. He said Aubrey has a lot to prove, and so she's a friend because he's like,
Rizzo.
she's gonna ball out.
Yes, that's exactly what we said. Our minds.
Chrissy, he said, wants to be his number one. And I was like, too bad you aren't gonna be with her.
Yeah.
Other friends, Genevieve for sure. D, he said he wants to work with winners to shield him. He wants to work with Charlie because he's also young. He's the second youngest. Yeah. Let's see. Joe, wants to work with him. There was like a sweet moment where he talked about how touching watching him and Eva was because he has an autistic brother, which we knew about from last season. And then he said he said friend, I want to work with him, but like not take him super, super far, but he'll be a great shield. Foes, Angelina, Mike, and Christian are all on Rizzo's hit list because they're too tight. So I'm like, interesting. Devon's is too much, and he's cracked like me, is what he said.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Let's see. Jonathan, he wants to be one of the first boots because he has a big ego, and he's not flexible. Q, too much ego management. Foe.
Okay.
Interesting note with ego management. I was like, huh.
Yeah.
And that was like a big reason to put like Jonathan and Devon's and Q on the foe list.
Yeah.
I'm
also just now realizing if Savannah and Rizzo only had 9 days at home, I wonder how much they even really know about the 48 people. Because 48 was airing while they went to film. So they didn't see like the latter half of 48. So
I'm sure they binged it.
I mean, maybe.
It would be stupid not to.
But did they know those people were going to be on 50 with them, though?
Oh, duh.
Like, it'd be interesting to see if, like, if
maybe.
Savannah and Rizzo went home and had access to the internet, which they obviously did, like, I imagine they probably were Googling, like, Survivor 50 casting rumors to see, like, who was going to get cast.
And they were out by then, weren't they?
I don't know. I'm assuming the cast all left together. Because they filmed that promo of them.
The rumors were out.
Oh, yeah. Because 50 was filming in
Before 49
May,
even
June
started.
of 2025.
Yeah, that's true. So I feel like Rizzo is someone who would do his homework.
Yeah.
And he would know.
Okay.
Savannah, I don't know. I mean, probably. She's hella smart too.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rizzo's smart, and I'm excited to see what he does. I'm just excited to like watch him play again. Because he's entertaining.
Yeah.
He is entertaining
Definitely.
to me. And sue me.
Yeah.
I like the entertaining, chaotic men.
R-I-Z-G-O-D, Rizgod baby.
Rizgod baby. He has to have a shorter way to say that. Because that's like his slogan every time. When he says it, he's
maybe he'll just say
Rizgod,
like
baby.
just Rizgod.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Anything else for Rizzo?
let's move on to the best for last.
Kyle. Let's go.
Kyle, the winner of season 48.
Yep.
Kyle played a very strong, mostly unflashy game. He had a good idol play in the pre-merge. Him and Camilla worked really well in tandem to put on like a show for that California Girls Alliance where he blindsides Thomas, integrates himself in with Joe, Shaheen, Eva, and brings Camilla along, and then plays a very loyal... Honestly, to me, Kyle kind of seemed to use loyalty as a way to just like keep the alliance together versus him really caring about loyalty. But it worked out really well for him.
I think it was just a good way. I think he just like clocked that that's how he could control his allies and adapt because
they were like
loyalty meant everything to them.
100%.
And speaking of ego management from Rizo and clocking foes for that reason, Kyle uses the term ego management as well in his interview, and he said that will be his power in this game, and it's just going to be stroking the egos of other people and like managing them so well, which is what he did in his season without calling it that. And them wanting to underestimate him and keep him around. It's like he makes us feel good. Let's keep him around.
I think that Kyle, of all the winners, not only has the smallest target, obviously he's a winner, so he'll have a target, but I think he has the smallest target of the winners, and I think he has the best shot to go deep again.
I agree.
What did I say? Like Genevieve was like a woman. She was like, I feel like all like all that same stuff applies to Savannah and Dee, where I feel like they're just like scary because, you know.
They're athletic and they're strategic and they're charming and they're
girls.
And so they're scary.
Like,
it's like
people are just going to think they're scarier. And I think people, even though Kyle won, I just feel like for what you said, like Kyle is a very small ego relatively. He is a small presence relatively. That's not to say he's like a boring person.
No.
He just does not have a crazy personality or ego like honestly, like literally everyone else on his tribe. Like Aubry too. Like I don't necessarily think Aubry has like a super huge ego, but yeah, like when you're on a tribe with Colby, Q, Angelina, Stephenie,
Rizzo,
Genevieve, Rizzo,
God.
like such huge personalities, huge egos. Like I think Kyle will blend in really well. I think Kyle could work with everybody on his tribe really well. And all of them
want to work with him.
Yeah.
Like none of them said Kyle's a foe.
Yeah.
So I think Kyle is really well
and he's hot.
Insulated, and he's gorgeous.
Yeah.
He's gorgeous.
Yes. Hello, sir.
But so is Q.
Yeah. They all are.
So is Colby.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rizzo.
I think Rizzo's
cute.
Rizzo's cute, but he's just not like a man like the other three are.
Yeah,
he's not like a big
different.
macho.
Yeah. He's just different.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Kyle has an incredible shot at going deep. I think everyone is really scared of Savannah. Pretty much everyone clocked Savannah as the winner out of Rizo and Savannah because they said she just has winner energy. Like she walks like a winner. She looks like she just carries herself as a winner.
As she should.
As she should.
As she should.
She should.
She should make all these bitches bow down.
And they already
walks
are.
In. Oh, I would be.
Yeah, I absolutely. I'd be like, sorry, I'm even breathing the same air as you.
Yeah.
I love Savannah. But I do think she's going to be really scary. Everyone's starstruck with Dee and they're terrified of Dee.
Yeah.
And Kyle's just like, I'm just a friendly guy. Like, I'm just a friendly guy.
Yeah.
I'm here to help everyone. I'm here to be a number.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here to make you feel good about yourself. Like, who doesn't want to keep that around?
Yeah. Kyle is coming into this game with two other players from 48. Joe on one tribe and Camilla on the other. I think that those relationships... I think that if there's a world where Joe and Camilla are voted out before Kyle, I think that is really good for his game, honestly.
I do too.
No matter what way Kyle and Camilla try to spin their partnership, people are not going to let them get within like a 10-foot range of each other. And I think that for ironically enough, because that's kind of how 48 was. Like, I think if Kyle got knocked out, it would have been good for Camilla's game in 48. And if Camilla got knocked out, he ended up winning. I think that Kyle's best case scenario, and obviously I could be wrong, I think his best case scenario is that Camilla gets voted out early. I don't necessarily want that to happen, because I'd be more interested in watching Camilla play without Kyle. But I think if I'm talking about Kyle's game and what is best for him, just based on my limited understanding of these players from what I've seen on TV and being a fairly obsessive Survivor fan, I think that Kyle's game will go better for him if Camilla and Joe
are out of there.
Are out.
Yeah.
Could be wrong, because obviously you always want to have allies with you. Like, so if they all make the merge and they've got a trio, that's really powerful.
Yeah.
But then I think it makes them a really big target. Versus if Kyle comes into the merge and he's the only 48 person there and the only winner, right? Then I'm like, I think he's sitting pretty, because people are just like, oh, okay, like he doesn't have any allies and no one's going to let him win again.
The thing about if they were all united again, reunited, I do think Camilla would turn on them fast and first. Because I do think out of the three, she wants to prove herself. And I think she wants to differentiate herself again and like be like, look, Kyle, I did this for you in 48. Not this time. Sorry, bro. Like, so I don't know. I'm curious how they'll play it.
Yeah.
I'm curious how they'll play it and how their reunion will be on the beach.
Yeah.
Because he did say it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
Yeah.
He is caught, like, he's seen talking with Camilla and being her friend. People are going to be like, knew it.
Screwed.
They're best friends.
Yeah.
But they don't talk. Everyone's going to be like, I bet they're talking. They're working together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like.
So you might as well just lean into it.
Might as well lean into it and talk to each other.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
That's why I feel like it'd be good if she was out.
Yeah, for him, for sure.
And same thing for her. I think it'd be good if he was out too, because then they don't have to worry about the like, well, everyone's going to think we're working together. Like if one of them is gone, then I think the other players are like, okay, threat neutralized.
We can breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
He did say, oh, let's see who we should talk about. Oh, other quick notes before we dig into the friend info. He said he wants the 49ers gone immediately.
Okay.
And he's like, we don't have game tape. It's unknown. Why are they here? Like, Savannah won. Why is Rizo here? Like, he's here for a reason. Why is he here? Because I know Camilla's here.
Gigantic
and why she was here.
Balls of stainless steel.
It's like, you'll see him.
You'll see the tracks on the island.
Yeah, you'll see him, Kyle, soon enough.
Yeah.
And you'll be starstruck.
Yeah.
But he wants him out. And I'm like, okay, brother.
Yeah.
He wishes Earl were there. And I was like,
a base
that is
take.
so cool.
Amazing take.
Yeah.
Earl should be there.
He should be there.
Earl, do you know what? Have we talked about Earl, like, didn't go on Winners at War because his family had just had another kid? Like, him and his wife had just had another child.
That's so precious.
And I'm like, oh my God. Like, Earl on Winners at War would have been amazing.
I know.
Vecepia too. Why was Vecepia not there? She didn't even get asked.
That's sad.
It is sad.
It's sad.
Devastating.
It's
God,
wrong.
I would have.
It's a crime.
Loved to see Earl play again. Did you know that Earl was a recruit?
No.
Earl was recruited to play Survivor Girl.
What?
He hadn't even seen it. Okay, maybe he would have seen a couple episodes, but like Earl was not like a fan of the show. He was recruited to play and almost played a perfect game.
That is so Big Brother of them. Survivor never recruits. What?
They actually recruited pretty heavily in the majority of the cast.
Are you gonna throw up? Or did you just drink water fast? Because you have water on your beard.
Crisis averted.
I'm scared. Are you good? We're almost done, and then we'll go potty, okay? That was terrifying. I thought she was going to throw up on me.
Been there.
Yeah, okay. Go lay down, girl. Anyway.
I was saying, Earl was a recruit.
You said they recruited back in the day.
Yes, the majority of the casts of 13 and 14 were recruits.
Get out of here.
Survivor used to recruit, like, regularly, but not super intensely. Like, I don't think they do basically any recruiting at all anymore. But they did a lot of
need to.
recruiting in the teens, and the majority of Cook Islands and Fiji casts were
Wow, that's
recruits,
crazy.
which is why
didn't they call me, huh?
I was
in junior high doing nothing.
I think that's part of the reason why 13 and 14 have some really sloppy gameplay. 14 especially, man. Those people were everywhere.
They had no clue what they were doing.
Yeah.
Earl, I really loved that take from Kyle, and he talked about how Earl was just like an inspiration to him.
Yeah.
And
first black man to win Survivor.
I know, it's like Earl would have been great to bring back. And so I was like, Kyle, it's just more points for him. It's like we just love him so much.
We do.
He wants to have fun and play a little more loose than he did his season. Yeah. Which I loved hearing that from him. Yeah. Like, and when you're a winner, it's like, what do you have to lose?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I've already won this game, and the likelihood of me winning it again is like slimmer than other people there. So just have fun with it. Yeah. Like, just put it all out there and just see what happens.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see Kyle, who seems so like neat and clean and put together. Yeah. And just like a good kid.
Yeah.
Play a little wild.
For sure. I like
a villain Kyle, maybe?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he has the potential to be really fun. As I was saying earlier, like, I don't necessarily think he's the most like exciting TV personality. Yeah. Especially again compared to some of the people on his tribe, because his tribe is just full of heavy hitters.
Maybe that's why they put him there.
I think so, because every like a group of chaos has to have like the straight man, right? Sure. Like Kasaya, you had Shane, Courtney, Danielle, Sari, and then you had to have Aris, who, you know, was also kind of like woo woo and weird, but like in that group, he was like the
he's
same.
Very zen.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
They need that energy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Angelina and Q alone.
Yeah.
Are just gonna carry this tribe into who knows where. Yeah. To another universe.
For sure.
And Rizzo probably won't help. Genevieve probably won't help. Yeah. So it's like Kyle and Colby and Steph. Yeah. And Aubry. She's pretty normal.
Yeah. My overall thoughts on this tribe, unless you have other thoughts on Kyle.
Kyle, in just his like friends and foes.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let's get to that.
Jenna, Colby, Steph, Sari, they're all like friends.
I love.
So I'm like,
I love
good
to hear
for him.
Sari.
I mean, he wants to surround himself with just like threatening people. Yeah. Ozzy, friend. Aubry, friend. Angelina, friend. He's like, I want to work with Angelina.
Okay.
Rick Devins, D, he said, is the scariest player, but he wants to work with her as a friend. Emily, 50-50. Genevieve, I put a big star on it. He's like such a friend. Like, his mom loves Genevieve, and his mom told her, work with her. Like, you got to work with Genevieve. Yeah. And he said that the only thing she was missing in her game was a number one, and she didn't really have a number one. That's true. And so he's like, I want to be that for her. Yeah. Foe's coach is like chaotic, Q, chaotic, too much of a wild card. Mike is a foe, Chrissy, Jonathan, because he wants more low maintenance, ego allies. Yeah. Charlie's a foe. He's intimidating. Camilla, he's like, I don't know what to do with that. Joe obviously is a friend. Anyway, those are some of the people, but he's just like really open. Yeah. I think he's really, really open.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think it'll be really exciting to see
overall thoughts on this tribe.
Yeah, overall thoughts. My first overall thought is, if I had to place a bet on which of these three tribes will be the disaster tribe, it's this one. Yes. We had multiple members of this tribe that were on disaster tribes. Q was on disaster tribe. Stephenie was on like the OG disaster tribe. The tribe. Heroes on Heroes versus Villains were a bit of a disaster tribe. So Colby been on a disaster tribe. I think you could argue that Aubry was on a bit of a disaster tribe, because on Game Changers, she goes to like almost every single pre-merge tribal council. So the disaster tribe vibes are, I mean, even Angelina was on Jabeni, which was a bit of a disaster tribe too. So like, I just feel like the disaster tribe vibes are pretty strong and heavy for me. Especially because when you look at the other two tribes, like this, like all three tribes have strength, but there's just something about this tribe that kind of just makes me feel like they're lacking strength compared to the other two. Like, I guess Sela, the Orange Tribe, you have like Emily and Suri there, who are both like not super challenge beasts. Whereas
then they have
like
Jonathan.
Yeah.
So it's like, ugh.
So
and they have D.
Yeah. So I just don't know. Like,
I think they did a great job at balancing out the tribes, but this one gives the most mentally unstable to me.
I was gonna say, yeah, like it just seems like it's a disaster tribe to me. Beyond like the challenge dynamics, I'm feeling like I think it's very clear that we're going to have some duos that are happening. We're going to see Colby and Steph.
Yeah, no brainer.
I would not be surprised if we see like a Kyle Genevieve moment, because I think they're both very like calm, rational players that will help each other out.
I could see Aubry Angelina.
Yeah.
Because they both like wanted to work with each other. Kyle and Angelina.
Yeah. I don't necessarily know if I see like one big alliance, because it kind of seems like I don't necessarily know if we'll have a girls moment. I don't necessarily know if we're going to have like everybody versus Colby and Steph moment.
I think that is the scenario that makes the most sense in my head.
Yeah.
Is like everyone against Colby and Steph, or like them just ending up on the outs.
I do think that the first boot, I think, is going to be
hang on, Tony, one
of Colby, Steph, or Angelina. Angelina has the David versus Goliath threat. And a lot of people seem to think she's distrustworthy, fake, whatever. But then Colby and Steph like have so much like history. I mean, I guess they only played together in Heroes versus Villains, but like
no, but
they're an obvious duo that I feel like everybody would jump at the chance of like, why not split them up now? Like, if they're never gonna vote against each other in the beginning, why not vote them out now?
I could see somehow Rizo saving their bacon and him being like, I don't want to just jump on with everybody and vote out Kyle or Colby and Steph, because I could see him being like, I really want to work with them. Yeah. So I could see him somehow working it out. Yeah. It could be good for his game to stick with them too, because they're like a shield in front of him kind of thing. Yep. Yeah. As far as like, you know, who's going to be getting the advantages, like, we just don't know what this season's going to be like with all this crazy shit that they're bringing in and adding. I know. Please don't ruin it. Please. Yeah. Well, keep your expectations low, girl. They are low, but it's like, this cast is so, as much as people have griped about it, it's so good. And if they just like let it play. I also have come around to the cast quite a bit. Like, this is a great cast. Know, at the sake of beating a dead horse, because we've talked about it on this podcast so much, like, yes, there are a few people that I was like, really? Oh, really? Yep. But yeah, like, overall, I think I've warmed up to this cast way more than when it was first announced, because I think it was so fresh to, like, the wounds of, like, oh, I thought Rob C was going to be here. I thought Amanda Kimmel was going to be here. Like, I thought Carolyn and Jesse, I thought were going to be here. You know, I thought Courtney Yates. Just kidding. Oh. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? No, God. I would love that. Courtney Yates would have been a force to be reckoned with. And like, I would have loved to see Michaela from Millennials Gen X. Yeah. Loved her. Like, I loved her so much. Me too. I loved David. Yeah. From that season too. Yeah. It's like, there are just so many fun. And then again, with like the new era, there's so many other new era people I'd love to see as well. But all of that aside, this is a great cast. It is a good cast. It's a great cast. This tribe brings up so much excitement for me. Yeah. This tribe specifically. Yeah. It's just like, the possibilities are so interesting. Oh, yeah. But then as we're going to talk about each tribe individually, when you really dig into the dynamics of the tribe, it's like, they could all be pretty interesting. Yeah. So I'm excited to see what they do. Tony has found his way back to the piece of cardboard, because he loves tearing it to shreds. Will you throw it in the hallway for him? Go get it, Tony. He might carry it back in here. Oh, no. Okay. That was so cute. Oh, he ran with it and like tripped over it. Get it, Tony. Get it. Get the box. Get it. He's so cute. I know. I love him. But these, like, the tribes are so interesting. This game is going to be so fun. Hopefully production and the fans don't like mess with it too much and not ruin a good thing and just like let it happen, this tribe might be the buff I get.
Oh.
I don't know.
I'm getting all 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to get all 3.
I did buy, I know it was delivered today, but I think it's in the mailbox. But Survivor dropped a lot of 50 merch. They didn't drop the buffs.
Okay.
But I bought the sweatshirt that has like all of the logos on the back.
I didn't even see this.
Oh yeah, you should pull it up.
Oh my God.
You should buy it.
I should.
You should buy it.
Oh, I will.
Because it has 49 logos on the back and then the 50 logos like on the front.
Does it say in the hands of the fans?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, don't worry.
Thank fucking God.
Horrible
name.
Horrible name. We'll look past it. The logo also. 2 thumbs down.
Oh yeah.
Like
I think they were trying to replicate the season 1 because it looks really similar. But I agree.
Sorry, season 1.
I agree.
Not good. Yeah, it's not great. But
not
did I buy the sweatshirt? Yes.
How much
Am I
was
stoked about it? Yes. Oops. I think it was
60, 80, 100.
It was like $70.
Oh, that's not bad.
It was like $70 at the end of the day with like shipping and everything.
Oh, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, you should.
And I'm buying all 3, but I'm gonna buy all 4 buffs.
I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know because we did just buy a house and all of this stuff, and there's like so many things I want to do. But should we get the buffs? Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. It just is gonna be a really cute color.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about this tribe.
Yes.
Anyway, what? Any last thoughts on this tribe?
I just think that I think this tribe of all the tribes has the potential for the highest of highs and the lowest of lows.
Yeah.
I think.
Well said.
I think it'll just be a really interesting journey to see how it all plays out. And I just am excited to see, these players interact with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who would have thought we'd ever see Angelina and Colby speaking to each other?
Not me.
Yeah, I didn't either.
And here it is.
Here it is.
And we're handing Genevieve her chaotic men on a silver
we
platter.
We are.
And I'm excited to see what she does.
You also, anybody that wants to send me men on a silver platter is more than welcome to as well.
Send them all.
Yes.
Just straight to the doorstep.
Send them all.
I love it.
All right, Alysha, with that, the queens have spoken.
We have spoken.
We are so excited to be talking about season 50. Next 2 episodes, we're going to talk about the other 2 tribes, so stay tuned for those. Mm-hmm. Same thing, we'll just kind of break down what they said and how we think things are going to go, and then we're also going to follow things up with a draft after that. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up.
Don't miss out.
Don't miss out. Stay tuned for that, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.